And we welcome you to Blair Academy for a girls soccer match between Rutgers Prep and Blair Academy. Welcome to the Strive Network's broadcast and presentation of Blair Academy Athletics. Simon Rose here with you, Chris Mendez, our director. Glad you could join us here on the Strive Network. By the looks of the records on the screen right now, the Blair Academy Buccaneers, they have had some issues this year. They're 1-12. Injuries have really plagued Marnie Egan's squad, but the positive thing to those injuries is it has allowed a lot of young kids, including a JV player in Avery Clavel today, to step up and fill in the absence of those players that have gone down. So Marnie Egan, her personality, very up-tempo, very positive, always optimistic with these girls. And the girls, you could tell the energy is still very high with them, and they're still looking forward to a game today here against Rutgers Prep. We're obviously getting underway a little bit late as Rutgers Prep got caught up in some traffic on the way up here to Blairstown, New Jersey. They have just arrived. Now, we're getting started, let's say about 5:10 will be the time where maybe within the next 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe even before that. So let's call it 5:05 is when they kick off. The question is, there are no lights here on Underwood Field. There are lights on the field that is just adjacent to this field, and that's the football field, Hampshire Field. So there have been discussions that maybe they start the game on this field and then move over to the turf field. The reason they can't move over to the turf field and have the lights from the outset is because there is a JV football game going on right now. So we'll keep you updated with that. Fortunately, from where our camera is located, we still can have a vantage point of the football field if that is the case. But they will start here at Underwood Field as planned. As you see on the left is Blair Academy, coached by Marnie Egan, assistant coach Tim Goggins. And on the right is Rutgers Prep, their girls varsity team coached by James Winston. Not Jameis Winston, James Watson, excuse me, is the head coach of Rutgers Prep. The captains, Kaylin Patel, Rachel Wisniewski, Radhika Kadakia, and Grace Bancone. Let's take a look at our Strive pregame show, and we'll move right in and take a look at our Strive Spotlight. It's Fiona Walsh, the goalkeeper for the Blair Academy Buccaneers class of 2017. Of all the players on the field that have had a good season, Fiona Walsh has certainly had it, though she has not had a ton of help in front of her. She's been peppered with shots, and she's made some very, very key saves for this Blair Academy team this year. You can see in their career, 264 saves, season high 26 saves, and the class of 2017 player from Blairstown, New Jersey, again will be at the at the center of the success or potential success for Blair Academy here on this game. Let's take a look at our coach's corner, and we'll highlight Marnie Egan, the head coach of Blair Academy. Second season as the head coach, has had to deal with a number of injuries. There you see Marnie. Graduated from Bucknell University, actually played on that Bucknell team in 2005 where they won the Patriot League. She was the goalkeeper coach. She was the goalkeeper at Bucknell. She's the goalkeeper coach at Duquesne, and she's also a head coach at ODP. So Marnie Egan, our Strive coach's corner. As you see, the two teams at midfield, ready to get underway after a bit of a delay. And we're off and running here from Blairstown. Again, Simon Rose here with you as Rutgers Prep moves right to left in their visiting maroon jerseys, and in the all-whites is Blair Academy. Rutgers Prep at 8-8. As down the left side for Blair Academy, Nia Henry putting one in the middle, and a great opportunity from the outset for Emily Mooney, the right midfielder. Could not put it in. A great ball by Nia Henry. The sophomore from Oxford, New Jersey, put it in a very dangerous spot. But on the other side, Emily Mooney could not finish. So our first goal kick of the afternoon. As this one comes out of bounds, it'll be a Rutgers prep throw. Flicked on here by Blair Academy. Now to midfield. First touch by Callie Toll. And in the middle, trying to spring Emily Mooney to the corner. Mooney giving chase. As this one will go out of bounds, it looks like a corner kick or a throw deep in Rutgers. It'll be a throw deep in Rutgers territory here for Blair Academy. As trying to play central is Callie Toll. She will throw it in after her attempted cross deflected. Now Maggie Williard, center midfielder, getting a switch into the middle. Olivia West. The lefty strike was blocked by Andrea Gamboa of Rutgers Prep. Gamboa playing ahead, getting a touch was a Blair Academy player. They've possessed probably a little bit more than Rutgers Prep here in the very early going here in the midfield. Another turnover as Rutgers Prep comes away with the tackle. This is Samantha Kodali with a nice run, trying to spring her teammate and Sophie Thelman. Now Rutgers Prep into the middle, and that was offsides. A good-looking chance here for the Argonauts. The hand goes up for offsides as Sophie Thelman was in an illegal position. Now for Blair Academy, and Chesney Bogue knocked away by Radhika Kadekia, the captain for Rutgers Prep. Emily Mooney. As this one goes off the crossbar, what a play by Lena Sageti-Jess. Whistle here. As this one comes all the way into the Blair zone, giving chase is Susan Andreas. Nice little flick there by Callie Toll, but tackled right back by Rutgers Prep. Thelman battling with Toll. It's Thelman again into the middle and cleared away by Blair Academy. Perhaps a handball there. Yep, the referee calls it from the far side, so Blair Academy will restart. They tried to do it quickly, but we'll have to put it in the appropriate spot. Headed to the near side of the field where Rutgers Prep gives chase. Callie Toll and Thelman. Early on in this one, it's 0-0. Just 4 minutes gone by here on the Strive Network. Simon Rose with you as Blair Academy looks to get something going. An overlap run by Ania Henry. It was last touched by a Blair Academy player, and a throw here for Rutgers Prep. Now, Blair Academy has been plagued by the injury bug this season, and they suffered 3 injuries in the game Saturday versus Hill. Almost led to Blair Academy having to play down a man if it weren't for the JV player in Avery Clavel to come up. Good defensive play there. What a stick by Susan Andreas. And with space, it's Emily Mooney springing Chesney Bogue. Bogue pestering deep into Rutgers Prep territory. But the Argonauts able to get it out of harm's way. Maggie Williard lofting it in a little bit too far into the arms of the goalkeeper for Rutgers Prep. Ball here settled down by Susan Andreas, playing center back for Blair Academy on this game, class of 2016, from Madison, New Jersey. There's Andreas defending the throw. Samantha Kodali for Rutgers Prep, giving them a chance. There's Andreas again to safely play this one out of bounds. It's what you like to see out of your defender, not taking any chances in the back. Sure goalkeeper Fiona Walsh, happy about that, as the smart play was made by her center back Andreas. Rutgers Prep still with the throw. And this one will be sent way over the net, and a goal kick to come here for Blair Academy. You'll see a very shallow bench for both squads. This late in the season, injuries have played a factor with both teams as it comes right back to Fiona Walsh, who's able to scoop it up. Walsh restarts with the throw. It's Callie Toll, who was pressured, looking to get it up to Chesney Bogue, but instead plays it out of bounds. Emily Mooney playing trail. And so is Rutgers Prep as it comes back ahead, dummied there by Sophie Thelman. Nice play by Callie Toll. And it'll be a foul against Rutgers Prep as Blair Academy will go the other way. This is Jane Kim, a junior from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Put it in play for Blair Academy. 50-50 ball at midfield as Jane Kim will give chase here. Plays the Callie Toll. Toll's pass intercepted. That Toll got it back, did enough to play it into midfield where Blair Academy has it with Nia Henry. Great ball to Chesney Bogue. Bogue knocked away from her by Radhika Kadakia. So a corner kick here for Blair. Well done by the two strikers of Blair Academy. Coach Egan very happy with how those two have developed at this point in the season. We're talking about, of course, Chesney Bogue and Nia Henry. As this ball headed away by Rutgers Prep, out of danger. Good defense by them. Jane Kim slides it on the ground. Nice movement by Blair Academy to get a switch there. And the shot on from distant. Not going to do it for Maggie Williard. Goalkeeper, by the way, for Rutgers Prep, Nia Parikh. Sophomore in there for head coach James Watson. Far side throw in here. As Jane Kim puts it back in play. Touched by Liana Zaranchev. Zaranchev will throw this one in. Coach Egan said that her teams felt like they've been in a number of ball games this year. The scores may not have reflected it. But Blair has battled tough with many of their opponents. And whether it's fatigue or just the lack of depth of injuries that just have plagued this team, and they haven't been able to finish games. In fact, that was one of the keys to the game for head coach Marnie Egan, was finishing. Not only finishing games, but, of course, finishing on your opportunities, putting the ball in the back of the net when you have the opportunity to do so. Run down the far sideline. Nice work by Blair Academy. Rutgers Prep able to clear all the way back down. It's Michaela Motella for Rutgers Prep defending. Coming over was Andreas. Olivia West. Now Emily Mooney. Chesney Bowe giving chase. Now into the middle, Olivia West. As this one will be let wide by Nia Parikh. So 12 minutes gone by. Not too many chances for either team. The best chance probably came for Blair Academy when they hit the crossbar. Maggie Williard fighting for Blair. Jane Kim playing it wide on the far side. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Rutgers Prep throw. Andreas heads it right out of bounds. Andreas flicking it back to Jane Kim. Kim with a cute move there in the back. It works for her, and here comes Blair Academy. Sageti Jess finding Emily Mooney. Mooney almost connected with Chesney Bogue. Just a bit off target on the pass. And it rolls all the way to the goalkeeper, Parikh. Boots it away, headed in the air by Zadigi Jess. Near side, here's a run being made by Rutgers Prep's Sophie Thelman, tackled away though nicely. Callie Toll makes a nice play. This one will not stay in bounds as Chesney Bogue could not save. Jane Kim. Callie Toll got the last touch. And Kim playing right back. One touches it away, but right to a Rutgers Prep player. Thelman guarded by Kim, and Kim last touched out of bounds. So here's the first corner kick of the afternoon for Rutgers Prep. Coming over to take it will be Samantha Kodali. All but two Blair Academy players. And the strikers inside the 18 looking to defend. Near post ball, and that one rolled out of bounds by Callie Toll. So another opportunity here for Rutgers Prep. And Kodali will try it again. Nice work by Fiona Walsh, but she's not out of danger yet. Kodali, nice strike, but it was wide on the near side. Fiona Walsh making a nice play, very aggressive. Recognizing on that first attempted corner kick that Kadali was trying to play it short to the near post. And Fiona Walsh read it on the second one, came out and deflected it away. In there for Blair Academy is Avery Clavel, number 3. She's wearing the jersey of Megan Baldwin, who's out with injury. In fact, there are a few Blair Academy players that are out with injury. Megan Baldwin joined by Morgan Williard, who's out with a concussion. Opportunity for Rutgers Prep as it's cleared away from danger by Liana Zaranchev. This one will roll in on Fiona Walsh, fields it cleanly, and restarts by playing a short ball. Blair now in the midfield, though tackled right back away. Jane Kim falling to the ground, staying with it. Good work. As this one will come in on Fiona Walsh. She'll call off her teammates and gobble it up. Walsh will boot this one away to midfield. Jane Kim got away with a sloppy first touch as Rutgers Prep nearly turned something into it. Nothing comes. And we're back out to midfield. 17 minutes into the first half of this one. Simon Rose here with you on the Strive Network. As Rutgers Prep playing in the maroon jerseys on the road here at Blair Academy. Nice work by Zaranchev. Check that, Jane Kim. Finding Nia Henry. Back to Kim, but intercepted here by Rutgers Prep. It's Motella. And cleared away by Andreas out of harm's way. Nothing to separate the teams thus far. Spinning move by Olivia West. This one will roll all the way to the defense of Rutgers Prep. Now in the middle, losing it was Callie Toll. Andreas is there to bail her out. Here's Zaranchev on the left side. Slipping it up to the midfield. And stepping back, Olivia West. Rutgers Prep comes away. Susan Andreas. Andreas again. Oh, good work by Blair to get out of the back. Quick one-touch passing, and now they've got an opportunity down the left side. As tight-roping the far sideline was Rachel Davis. And some substitutions will come in here for Blair Academy. Stepping out is Avery Clavel. Actually cousins with Rachel Davis. This one will be played on the far side with the head of Olivia West. West still with, looking to get a cross in and doing so. Rutgers Prep able to defend away. Trying to play a deep ball. This might get all the way to Fiona Walsh. Instead, it's Susan Andreas, who's got a lot of time here. About halfway done this first half. The sun has faded underneath the trees here at Underwood Field. Remember, we did get a bit of a late start here, so sunlight could come into play. Probably not in the first half, but maybe in the second half, as this one goes into the net. What a shot there from the far corner. As it was Nia Henry. This is Nia Henry with a beautiful shot right over the goalkeeper's head into the corner. And Blair on top first, 1-0. Man, what a finish there by Henry. Rutgers Prep immediately trying to respond. Nice defense there by Emily Mooney, clearing it out of harm's way. Blair Academy looking very inspired, certainly not looking like a 1-12 team. This is Nia Henry again. The left side, playing it into the middle, no one's home, and picked up by the goalkeeper in Parikh. High punt to midfield, 50-50 ball, touched first by Lena Zagetti-Jess. Native of London, also from Sweden. This one comes inward, and last touched by Sophie Thelman onto Fiona Walsh, who plays it into space with the throw. Olivia West gets by her defender. Great move there to get by Samantha Kodali. As now it comes to the near side. Nice tackle by Callie Toll. Toll to Chesney Bogue. Midfield, it's Jess. Nia Henry, now with 4 goals on the season. She was tied for the team lead with 3 coming into this game, and a great finish gives her her 4th. Olivia West cannot get by her defender. Here's Andreas in the defensive spot for Blair Academy. Plays it out of bounds. Rutgers Prep will have the ball on a throw. Under 19 minutes to go now here in the first half. 1-0 Blair on the goal by Nia Henry. Simon Rose here with you on the Strive Network, as they try to spring Henry, and she's got to step on her defender and space in the left corner. Henry going to spin it back, and she didn't have any help there. Though will stay in play, comes into the middle, and Emily Mooney was shoved hard to the ground. The ball will roll across the line. And I believe it's going to be a goal kick, unless the referees said otherwise. Let's see. They will give a corner kick. So something comes. Oh, no. Now they'll roll it back for a goal kick. So some confusion, not only by us and the players on the field, but by the referees as well. In the end, they will grant a goal kick here for Rutgers Prep. Long ball struck by Callie Toll. Go Bucks! Fighting on the near side. Zaranchev, and now Andreas fighting defensively. Lots of space here for Emily Mooney. Let's see what she wants to do with it. She's calling for Chesney Bogue to make a run, and it gives it to her into the corner. Can Bogue catch up with it? Yes, she can. Has to play it across immediately, though, and right into the grasp of the goalkeeper. Good ball, though. And you like to see the communication from Blair Academy. It obviously shows some team chemistry, as these girls very comfortable playing with each other at this point in the season. Far side, Olivia West making a run into the middle, defended away by Rutgers Prep. For the most part, this game has been played in the attacking zone for Blair. Very inspired play by the Buccaneers. And, of course, with a goal to show for it. Good switch here as Callie Toll trying to beat her defender. And coming in is Jane Kim from her defensive spot to maintain possession. Only for a moment, though, for Blair. They get it into open space. And now Callie Toll lofts it over the head of her teammate in Olivia West, and it'll go out of bounds. The goal by Nia Henry for Blair Academy in about the 24th minute. Not very many stoppages. In fact, I can't remember a single stoppage here by the referees. They have let these girls play. I think with the exception of one offsides, we have not heard the whistles of the referees. As Blair possessing in the midfield here and trailing back. Good triangle play by Blair, but they turn it over and do get it right back. Maggie Williard. Callie Toll playing trail. And Maggie Williard blocked back. Williard giving chase, and so is the Rutgers prep player in Thelman. Sophie Thelman here on the near side, playing trail. Lots of space here. And they'll get a switch into the middle. And this one comes in on Fiona Walsh. And after something looked like it was brewing for Rutgers prep, nothing happens in the end. But they do get the ball back here at midfield. And the shot is on. It's a good one that goes just wide from deep. That was a shot by the sophomore and Samantha Kadali. A lot of young players on each team on display here in this matchup. Kadali is one of them, showing off a very strong leg from about 30 yards out. Taken away here by Blair. Kim, good head ball. Zoranchev. That was Olivia West playing it ahead, out of bounds. 13 minutes to go. 1-0 the score. Rutgers prep moving right to left here with an opportunity to attack. Slipping this ball through, and they call offsides. Another offsides call against Rutgers prep. That was Grace Banchone who was offsides, the junior captain. Zoranchev will give it a throw after it went out of bounds. This is Bridget Foltz trying to get a cross in. And instead she'll win a throw here for Blair Academy. Back to Zoranchev, and now Kim in the middle. Tackled away. Andreas coming in hard. Check that. That was Maggie Williard in the center midfield, coming in hard and getting fouled. And Williard to restart off the head of a Rutgers prep player in Radhika Kadekia. Tackled away here by the Argonauts. Kelman. Thelman. Getting by Andreas. Headed by Callie Toll. And now Andreas again, clearing it again. Chesney Bogue got a touch and then cleared all the way down by Emily Mooney. Here's Mooney again, heading it back. Kim took a little shove from a Rutgers prep player. And now it's Kadali. Another nice run. This one will deflect all the way into the corner and stay in play because of the spin. Fiona Walsh gave up a rebound but then recovered. Looming there was Michaela Motola for Rutgers Prep. But nothing comes in the end. It's still 1-0 Blair Academy. Under 10 minutes to play here in half number 1. This one will be a Blair throw. Blair Academy looking for their second win of the season. Rutgers Prep looking for win number 9 as they are 8-8 coming into this one. Worth mentioning that tomorrow's broadcast between Blair Academy and Rutgers Prep in boys soccer is still going on the field as planned. However, the stream will not be taking place as we had anticipated. Instead, we will broadcast the Thursday boys soccer match, the Prep A Championship, Prep A Tournament, Prep A Semifinals more specifically, against Pennington. So that'll take place right here at Underwood Field at 2:30 instead of the Rutgers Prep Blair Academy boys soccer game tomorrow. And that'll be a part of our jam-packed playoff schedule that is coming up. In fact, we'll have a number of the prep tournaments here in the coming weeks. Might have some Blair Academy teams on display in those prep championships. Wednesday, we'll have the volleyball Prep A championship. Location still TBD, as this one taken by Nia Parikh. Thursday, we'll have that semifinal, as I mentioned, between Blair and Pennington. Friday, we'll have a volleyball match, a regular season volleyball match between Rutgers Prep and Blair Academy right here at Blair's campus. And Saturday, we'll be right back here at Blair again as Blair takes on Lawrenceville in football. This one sent out of bounds. Well, it was going to go out of bounds and last touched by Blair Academy. Instead, Nia Parikh tried to play it, and she deflected it out of bounds. That gives a corner here for Blair. So a mistake by the Rutgers Prep goalkeeper, and Chesney Bogue from the right side will play an in-swinger. Headed by the Argonauts. Andreas now at midfield. Williard hit the deck. Now numbers for Rutgers Prep. Andreas needs to get a touch, and she gets there just in time. Fiona Walsh able to make the save. Best opportunity for Rutgers Prep. As this one in the corner looking to be crossed. Jane Kim can't touch. Instead, it's Scariati for Rutgers Prep. Fellman into the middle, and it rolls in on Fiona Walsh, who will restart quickly. Maybe ill-advised as being challenged for the ball and now losing the ball, but a foul. Was Callie Toll. Fouled by Alexandra Scariati. So Toll will put it back in play with just over 6 minutes to go here in half number 1. Referees, of course, are the only ones that have the official time. Getting a switch to the far side of the field. Zaranchev making a run from her left back spot. This is Jess in the corner. And cleared away by Rutgers Prep to midfield. Andreas will have to be smart with it here. And they keep it in play nicely. Well done by Blair Academy, and Olivia West can get it up to the attack of Blair. Now back into the midfield. Long ball being played, but too long right into Fiona Walsh's arms. Walsh will restart with a punt. Nia Henry trying to find Callie Toll. Williard. Opportunity here for the Argonauts. Kadali making a run. Defended away by Blair. And Callie Toll. Toll trying to play up the side. Unable to do so. Henry. Switching over to Olivia West. Oh, West with a beautiful ball to Zaranchev. Zaranchev looking to get across in the middle, and Blair cannot settle down. Oh, back into the corner, Zaranchev again. Zaranchev will find it once again after her cross. Now on the far side, Zaranchev trying to shield her body from the sideline. Stays in play. And now on the far side, it will finally roll out. Good work from the defender, Zaranchev. Didn't turn into a goal, but good work on the soccer field by the left back. This run being made by Thelman. Again defended away. Olivia West now. Olivia West with a beautiful ball. Here's an opportunity for Blair Parikh. Smart to come out on that one, as she would have been one-on-one with the goal with Chesney Bogue. As Blair still with an opportunity as Mooney plays it into the middle, and this one goes in. A goal for Blair Academy. Mooney to Olivia West. And Blair Academy with a 2-goal lead. Great finish into the corner. Blair's got to feel very good about how this half has gone. So Nia Henry the first goal, Olivia West the second. Just over 2 minutes to go here in half number one. Callie Toll defending. Thelman. Now Toll. Henry. Playing to space. And Olivia West. West still with. Springing. Zagetti Jess. Defender comes over and knocks it out of play. That was Rachel Wisniewski, the defensive captain for Rutgers Prep. So the time is in the referee's hands. On the scoreboard, the clock is frozen at 2 minutes. So again, the only, oh, great save by Parikh. Distant shot. Blair looking for a prayer there from deep, and that's going to do it for the first half as the referees do blow the whistle to end half number one. A good one for Blair Academy. 2 goals in the frame, one by Nia Henry, won by Olivia West. It's 2-0 Blair after the first half. We'll leave you with some highlights from the last few weeks here on the Shrive Network. Enjoy.
Run an interception. Chase Singletary's going to take it to the house, and the Blair Academy Buccaneers strike first. Season, they still have not allowed a defensive touchdown as Hun until right now.
And there's an early shot, and it goes in for Emily Dehan, her 5th goal of the season. Just like that, Blair leads 1-0. Stevens receives it. Pass, and it gets through for goal.
He passes it up. First pass to go in. A diving save. Oh my, Fiona Wong. What a save. Quarterback. Again. It's Farmer who breaks free. Somehow, Keshawn Farmer is loose inside the 25, down to the 19. He takes the pitch. Juwan Dolbris weaving upfield across the 40, still on his feet, coming back the other way. Juwan Dolbris makes the last man miss, and then he's gone. In the gun on 4th down. Rolling right, completing. Keeling Hunter has got the first down, and he's got the touchdown. On 4th and 9, Petty strikes again.
Rutgers Prep and Blair Academy doing battle here at Underwood Field. It is a 2-0 Blair Academy lead. Could have been more as we take a look at the most recent replay. This was right before the half. I think that was Zaranchev with the shot, and Parikh, the sophomore goalkeeper for Rutgers Prep, able to make the save. So a very, very good first half played by Blair Academy, especially considering the troubles that they have had this year. Able to come out. They maintained a decent number on the possession totals, and they were able to break through twice in the frames. We'll take a quick step aside when we come back. The second half of play here between Blair Academy and Rutgers Prep. And we welcome you back to Underwood Field here at Blair Academy, where it looks like the teams will play here at Underwood Field in the second half. There was some talk of them moving over to the turf field under the lights. However, that JV football game is still going on at Hampshire Field behind us. So they'll have to play it here at Underwood. And at, 5:50, you got 40 minutes of running clock. They should be good unless this game goes to maybe double overtime. That's when the light would come into effect. So that shouldn't be an issue here, though it is getting to be a little bit briskier, a little chillier here in the air. Blair Academy starts with the ball now moving right to left. Giving chase is Chesney Bogue. Bogue saving it from going over the line. As Olivia West shoved off the ball, no foul. And Grace Banchoni has it taken away. Chesney Bogue. Olivia West. Oh, good ball into a dangerous area, and it got through everybody. Emily Mooney was there, unable to touch, but still Blair with the ball, not anymore. As Rutgers Prep able to clear it away. Zaranchev not able to get there in time. This one bounces up. Nice work by Emily Mooney to steal possession back, and the shot on will go over the net. Actually a pretty good attempt by Olivia West from deep. And Parikh, watch that one sail over her head and over the crossbar. So Rutgers Prep will put back in play as they are down 2 goals. And Blair Academy looking for their second win of the season. As at midfield, now far side, it's Blair Academy, Emily Mooney. Jane Kim with the tackle from behind. Kim sliding it across, but cut off there by Andrea Gamboa. Gamboa with some space. Good work by Olivia West to get back on D and defend. As this one comes to the near side, and staying in play is the ball. Chesney Bogue making sure of that. Bogue back to West. Out of bounds, last touch by Rutgers Prep. In the midfield, Rutgers Prep with possession. This one on goal, but right into the arms of Fiona Walsh. As Nia Henry, who scored a goal in this game, looks for another, got a shot on. It was a shot with some good pace, but was off the mark to the left. Nia Parikh going to retrieve. Sometimes that's the most running you do in a game as a goalkeeper, going to chase those 6-yard balls. That went behind the net. I was a goalkeeper, and I always hated when I showed up to a field and there was nothing in the back to stop that ball, or perhaps even a hill, and that ball would roll all the way down. It would take about 10 minutes to even restart the game. As this one gets through, Nia Henry couldn't turn to the goal. Parikh rebounded in for a goal as Emily Mooney finishes it off. And Nia Henry had possession and was unable to get a shot off, but did enough to keep possession for Blair as they played it across for the goal. And there's Emily Mooney to clean up the trash and make it 3-0 Blair. as Thelman with a head of steam. Intercepted here by Blair Academy. And out of bounds it goes. As this one at midfield, Rutgers Prep has possession, and Alexandra Scariati. Good defense again by Blair. And with a 3-0 lead, it's got to be one of their most impressive performances of the season. Considering they only have one other win on this season, leading 3-0 in this game has got to feel good for Marnie Egan and company. There's a free kick, though, for Rutgers Prep. It's among the first fouls of the game committed against Blair Academy. As Arthi Vaidyanathan restarted. And that same player is the one who's fighting for it here, though Blair Academy with some more good D. Trying to get a cross in and doing so, but cut off by Blair. An opportunity here for Rutgers Prep as it's deflected. Out of bounds, last touch by Rutgers Prep's Scariardi. So goal kick here for Walsh. With just over 5 minutes gone by here in the second half, it's a 3-0 Blair lead. On their home field, on what's turning into a chilly evening here from Blair. It was a beautiful day when the sun was shining, not a cloud in sight here at Blair Academy when we arrived. Blair still possesses, trying to get it up ahead. And doing so, this is Bogue. Her pass cut off. Chesney Bogue and Olivia West deciding who's going to take the throw. It's going to be Chesney Bogue, as Olivia West is going to get subbed out for. And Rachel Davis coming all the way here to the near side. Actually, Olivia West comes right back into the midfield. She dummies this one. And now Jane Kim. Giving chase is Susan Andreas, who's played a very solid center back position for Blair Academy during this game. You've got to say the defense has played well if they're pitching a shutout, and really there haven't been too many chances for Rutgers Prep either. And the defense has done a really nice job of cutting off the attack of the Argonauts before it even develops. As this one comes out of bounds, it'll be a far side throw here for Rutgers Prep. Nice move there by the Argonauts. And Scariati got a shot on Fiona Walsh, making another save for the Buccaneers. Into the middle it goes. And Nia Henry trying to get through. No one was there on the other side for her pass. Callie Toll fighting strong and successfully getting it up to Emily Mooney. Mooney trying to cut back, but taken away by the Argonauts. And Toll will throw in. Olivia West has it taken away. Thelman being back-checked there by Kim. Great defense by Jane Kim. However, Thelman very persistent, still with possession. Trying to slip it through and doing so to her teammate. Fiona Walsh makes a nice near side save and restarts. Even when the defense allows an opportunity, the sure-handed goalkeeper able to make the save. Rutgers Prep still with it in the attacking third and a goal. A beautiful strike by Arthi Vadianathan into the upper 90, and the goal puts Rutgers Prep on the board. Nothing Fiona Walsh could do about it. As we take another look from about 25 yards out. Nice 1-2. If you're Blair Academy, you got to be able to attack when that 1-2 happened, as Blair trying to get back on the board. No call after some aggressive play by Rachel Davis. Blair still with the ball, as the score is now 3-1. Rutgers Prep looking to get back in this game. Trying to bring the ball into the attacking third. And back into the middle. Emily Mooney giving chase on the far side, and this one will end up going out of bounds. It's often said that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in soccer. You think you're comfortable, then all of a sudden the other team puts the ball in the back of the net and it's only a 1-goal game. So no time to slow down if you're Blair. Not much you can do on that beautiful shot by Arthi Vadianathan. Fiona Walsh will restart with the goal kick. Just under 30 minutes to go here in half number 2. Simon Rose here with you on the Strive Network. Dangerous ball here. Fiona Walsh makes the save, no rebound. Walsh boots it away to midfield. Olivia West running things for Blair. She's got a player making a nice run in Avery Clavel. There's Clavel doing enough to get it ahead. Now Clavel again. Clavel trying to center. And Mooney able to spring it free. And that was a beautiful shot struck by, I believe, Lena Zaghetti-Jess, the attacking center midfielder, with a strike, forcing Nia Parikh to make a good save. With 28 minutes to go here in the second half. Olivia West looking to spring Clavel. And this one will come out of bounds, defended there by Andrea Gamboa. This one off of Clavel, and it'll go the other way. As you see, this throw will take place right in front of our field camera here. High ball headed back in, all the way back to Blair, as Jess will play a trail ball to Susan Andreas. And they get it out of harm's way. Jess trying to slip it to her teammate in Rachel Davis. This one will go out of play. Rachel Davis trying to defend as she retrieves. Be another Rutgers Prep throw. Gamboa puts it back in. Gamboa the head, back into the middle of the field. West. Back to the defense of Blair. West got a bit of a touch. Good run here by Bowe. Chesney Bowe. Running out of room. Goal kick to come. Defended by Radika Kadekia. Three to 1 the score here from Underwood Field. Blair Academy has the lead. Goals in the first half by Nia Henry. And a goal in the second half by Emily Mooney. Here is Emily Mooney on the far side, winning her team a throw. Here comes Nia Henry, one of the goal scorers, relieving Avery Clavel, who's done a nice job. Coach Marnie Egan has been very happy with her contributions to the team. Now, Avery Clavel has been a junior varsity player, but she got the call up after her good play, and especially in the time of need with all the injuries that have happened to this Blair team in the last few weeks. And Coach Egan just said she wishes she could just have one game. One game is all she asked for, to have all of her team healthy and in the lineup, but that just hasn't been the case for Blair Academy this season. Though today they are making do with a 3-1 lead. Free kick, though, for Rutgers Prep. High ball to the top of the 18. Mooney is there to get the first touch. Gamboa looking to play it back in for the Argonauts. And the Buccaneers coming back the other way. Nia Walsh with some fresh legs right off the bench making the run. Check that, Nia Henry. Draws a foul. So Olivia West will have the free kick. Olivia West, the lefty, puts it in. The wall right at the corner of the 18. And West mishits it a bit. Skies it out of play. "23 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock." Of course, the official time with the referees on the field. As West has it with some space, making the overlap run. Was Blair Academy's Rachel Davis. Instead, it's Parikh who gathers after it was put on net. This ball all the way back to the defense. Andreas playing it on the volley. High into the air. Emily Mooney bringing it down. And West getting it ahead, and she draws the foul. The cleats got tied up, and another free kick to come. This one right in the middle of the field. And just like the last set piece, this one will be put in play by Olivia West. And we can decide where the wall will be set as the referees instruct the defenders to back off. And West with the lefty strike. It bounces just wide. Unclear whether that was a direct or an indirect, and whether Olivia West was even trying to put that on goal. But it did look like a dangerous ball in the end, though it went out of play. And it's a goal kick here for Rutgers Prep. 3-1 the score. Blair Academy looking for their second win of the season. Nice work there on the far side. Good hustle by Maggie Williard. far side. This is the goal scorer for Rutgers Prep in Arthi Vaidyanathan. A beautiful strike into the upper 90 from outside the 18. Jane Kim finding Nia Henry. Henry able to spin and play a ball down the sideline. It will roll out of bounds just off the mark. Looking for Chesney Bogue. Henry able to get the tackle, but then tackled right back. And this one last touch by Bogue out of bounds. This will be a throw for Blair. Rutgers Prep 8-8, 1-12. Blair Academy Buccaneers. They are the stronger team here thus far on this afternoon, turned into evening as the sun has certainly gone down on the football field. The lights are on. Doesn't look like we're going to move over there at this point. The ladies on the field will just have to fight through a bit of darkness. Perhaps if the game does go to extra time, they'd move over to the other field, but that would take a lot of coordination. As this one is just wide. Mooney tapped it over to Rachel Davis, who had a good opportunity to put it into the back of the net, but could not do so. So it looks like the two referees will come together to discuss something. And time's a wasting here because it's not just the players on the field that have to deal with the time, but it's the sun that really is the issue, and you can't really waste any time at this part of the night. At 6:15, you might be in a bit, and maybe that's what the referees are discussing right now, whether they are going to move this game over to the other field. That's possibly what's going on, as the two referees are going to come over to the far side of the field and presumably discuss with the coaches what they want to do here. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, it is starting to get a bit dark. Referees could be concerned about the safety of the players. It does look like they did bring the goals into the appropriate spot for where it needs to be on the football field. So we'll see. Been just received word from Jim Stone, the athletic director here at Blair Academy, who said that they are ready for the two teams to come over to the football field. Football game is over. The JV game is over. So the lights are on over at Hampshire Field, and we'll see if the referees and the coaches decide to go over to the football field in Hampshire Field, or whether they just call this game here. That's also an opportunity, or an option here for the two squads. And it's very unclear as to what they are going to do, as the two teams do go back to the bench. Our man Chris Mendez is going to go find out for us and see what they're going to do. It does look like the players are heading over to the football field, and will likely finish off the rest the last 19 minutes of this game over on Hampshire Field. So we're going to do what we can. We obviously don't have the capability of moving our camera to midfield. So here's the view that you're going to get as you see the players on Blair Academy moving. We're going to spin it over this way, and this is Hampshire Field, and this is where they will play. As you can see, the goals are set up in their appropriate places for a soccer game. The JV football game ended just a few minutes ago, so they stopped the clock at 19 minutes. They'll resume it over on the football field here momentarily. So we'll take a step aside and we'll be back in just a few short moments with the last 19 minutes of this soccer game.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
And we welcome you back to Underwood Field. Well, sort of Underwood Field. Hampshire Field is where the girls are now on display with about 16 minutes to go here In this soccer game, they've shifted over to Underwood Field, or to Hampshire Field, and Blair Academy looking to defend their 2-goal lead to win their second game of the season. As this one will roll in on Fiona Walsh. Obviously a different field than Underwood in that it's a bit wider as the lines are meant for a football field. The field, when played with soccer here on Hampshire Field, it's going to be a bit wider than you're used to compared to playing on Underwood. And it's also turf, so that's going to be an adjustment that the goalkeepers are going to have to make, and everybody else on the field. The ball's obviously going to bounce much different than it did for the first 60 minutes of this game. But the girls get to play under the lights, which is always a fun thing to do. As this one will come all the way down. Jane Kim will just let it roll out of bounds. Jane Kim's played a very nice game for Blair Academy. Back in play, it's Kim who got a touch. Intercepted here by Rutgers Prep. And sliding through, Thelman making a nice move, and one-on-one, Fiona Walsh makes the save. Oh, it was very close to being a 2-1 game, as Michaela Matola had a glorious chance to put the ball in the back of the net, couldn't do so. It remains a 2-goal lead here for Blair with just about 14 minutes to go. Rutgers Prep into the 18th. Thelman passing, no one was there. And knocked away by Maggie Williard. Thelman wrestled away by Maggie Williard. Thelman still fighting, and she was the one who last touched. So Williard will reset by throwing it in. Rutgers Prep with some space. The top of the 18th. Thelman got a touch. And Fiona Walsh coming over to scoop it up. The Argonauts starting to pressure here with under 13 minutes to go. The game started on Underwood Field. It'll now finish up on Hampshire Field. Crossed into the middle. And Thelman. Eyed up by Maggie Williard. And cleared out of harm's way by Emily Mooney. Nia Henry will watch this one go all the way into the corner. Radhika Kadakia. Scariati playing in the middle for Rutgers Prep. This will be a throw for the Argonauts. Blair's first 2 goals came in the first half. They added another to make it a 3-0 lead here in the second. That's when the Argonauts got on the board. The Buccaneers looking to hold on to this 2-goal lead. Scariati. The defense by Avery Clavel. Clavel winning her team a throw. As this one goes back in play and then out of play. As it'll be a throw here for a number 17 Maggie Willier. Battle in the midfield. This one out of bounds on the far side. Rutgers Prep applying some pressure here as Blair Academy has got to be starting to think about just milking this clock down to the end. You've got a 2-goal lead. You certainly feel good about that. So that's when you start to bring your players in a more defensive position to try to secure that lead. I haven't seen really any attack from Blair since they moved over to Hampshire Field. And one very good opportunity for Rutgers Prep. But aside from that, this last 8 minutes or so has been played in the midfield. As Mooney tried to keep it in play and did so to her credit, but Callie Toll played it out. Thrown back in. Scariati, marked by Mooney. Into the middle, no one is home for Rutgers Prep. This game, the last game going on all across campus. Rutgers Prep playing Blair Academy and a number of other sports. One-two ball attempted. Defended away by Zorantchev. Head ball by Kim over to the near side. And Callie Toll marking Thelman. Thelman wins that minor battle. Thelman getting by Toll, trying to weave into the 6 area. Jane Kim, more good defense, won't let her do so. Now under 8 minutes, still with the ball is Rutgers Prep in the attacking third. Andreas plays it out, right back in it comes. And Toll got a touch. Tackled away and out of bounds by Arthi Vaidyanathan. Vaidyanathan was the goal scorer for Rutgers Prep earlier in the half. Thelman. The dangerous ball. Scariati trying to create some space. Vaidyanathan slipping it to Scariati. And a harmless shot goes wide as Fiona Walsh lets it go. Here's an opportunity for Blair Academy. Chesney Bogue hits the deck hard in the corner. It'll be a free kick here for the Buccaneers. Under 6.5 to go. Now check that. They're going to say it was either a foul or offsides against Chesney Bogue. But ultimately, it will be a free kick either way for the Argonauts. Emily Mooney making a run down the right side. Mooney getting a cross in. Didn't get through. Under 6 minutes to play. One more goal would likely put this away for Blair Academy. This is the best pressure we've seen from them since they moved over to Hampshire Field, in the second half at least. You see the first half was all Blair. 2 goals put in, one by Nia Henry. The other one by Olivia West. And in the second half, it was Emily Mooney. Got an easy rebound goal. As Blair will play it back to their defense. And Andreas will play it deep. Scariati in the midfield. Lost it. The defense by Maggie Williard. Mooney ahead of her defenders. Mooney goes into the corner. And Emily Mooney able to cross it in, and the goal goes in. Olivia West finishes another courtesy of Emily Mooney. And the Buccaneers able to score on Hampshire Field under the lights and make it 4-1. That will all but end this one. As the Blair Buccaneers, with a phenomenal performance here against Rutgers Prep on their home field, or home fields, should I say. Three and a half minutes to go here for Blair Academy. Come away with their second win of the season. Vajanathan, Scariati, looking for Thelman. Ball was defended well by Blair. Scariati finds it again, guarded by Mooney. Scariati slides it across, and now this ball will roll all the way across the carpet out of bounds. Don't forget, more Blair Academy soccer coming for you this week. On Thursday, it'll be the Blair boys soccer team to play Pennington at Underwood Field at 2:30. That game was not originally on our schedule, but it is now. It replaces the boys soccer match against Rutgers Prep tomorrow afternoon. So that game will no longer happen. Instead, it'll be the Prep A semifinals between Blair and Pennington right here on the Strive Network. As this ball stays in play, still on the far side, it'll finally go out of bounds. Zaranchev had her ball deflected. Official time in the hands of the referees, so when they decide that this game is over, they'll blow the whistle. As we are in the final moments of this game, which will end in a Blair victory for the second time this season. Very happy we could capture one of the Blair wins. Obviously a team that has been plagued by injuries this year and hasn't been able to get it going consistently, but played very well in all phases of the game tonight. But maybe they'll get some more. This is a breakaway for Chesney Bogue. Bringing it into the corner, and it's a bad angle shot in the end that's easily picked up by Rutgers Prep's Parikh. Injury for Blair Academy. Slow to get up. One of the defenders for Blair. In fact, that's actually the attacking midfielder in Lena Zagetti-Jess. Having some trouble walking off the field, so she's going to get carried off of the field. A team that's been plagued by injuries gets another one here, which of course is not what you want to see if you're Blair Academy. So free kick at the back for Rutgers Prep. All but a formality here at this point. Mooney with a tackle at midfield. And Olivia Walsh makes another save. The final whistle blows. That will do it. The Blair Academy Buccaneers get their second win of the season. It started on Underwood Field. It finished on Hampshire Field. You saw it all right here on the Strive Network. Big thanks to my crew, Chris Mendez and Tom Posse. I'm Simon Rose. We'll see you next time right here on the Strive Network. Wednesday evening, volleyball at Prep A Championships. Teams and location and time to be determined. Stay tuned with the Strive Network and check back at a later time. So, for my crew, I'm Simon Rose. We say so long until next time. Farewell, everyone.